There we go. Face cam. Why did that just move like that? I don't want to switch to my cam link 4K on freaking... What the freak? Okay, are we ready? I watched Corey Kenshin play this game when he first uploaded his videos years ago. And I don't remember this game at all. So, I don't know what to expect. Let's go!
This is the story of
Good
a man
Lord,
named
that scared me.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427
Is that me?
and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor telling him
Live footage of me going live.
how long to push them and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Does no one else work
Never in
here?
all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Whoa! Guys, we have free will. Ooh. Can I do anything? 911! Everyone's gone. Alright, what do we do?
All of his co-workers
Whoa!
were gone. What could it mean?
Can I jump?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let me in!
Stanley went around touching every little... Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I did it! Nothing happened.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Nah, you asking too much now. Where was I supposed to go, bro? I cut him off. Ooh. Oh. Bro, I just turned that off. Did I need that? Click the door. Okay. We're just gonna spam this until he says something.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has
Shut up!
true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Alright, where is that door? Oh, nah, you stay open right there. Where is it at? Oh. What the freak?
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
This is so stupid.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Bro, what the freak? I was supposed to be going to a meeting room. Where is that?
Now, back to door number 437.
What if I just don't do it? What if I... What the... They left in a hurry.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Where is that? Oh.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
This is so stupid.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
How? How do I... Let me up. How do I get on his desk? Am I stupid? It won't let me jump. I just got an achievement that says you can't jump. We disabled it. Alright, I'm making my own quest. What is this?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What if I just go to the right? He said to go to the left, but I want to go to the right. Who goes to the left first?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh,
yes, truly
wait, this
room
is a
worth
nice
admiring.
room.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
I can't
really
go back.
Worth it.
Was that? I don't think that was worth it.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, fine, I'll go. What the freak? Hold on, what is this? Crazy.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Oh, but
and
this
got
is really
back on
tempting.
track.
That's really tempting. I really want to go down. I'll ignore you today. Do it! I already left! Let me in! Let me in! Oh, I can't get back. What was that? Oh, it's a plant. I can't get back in. I should have done it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
Why is
of
the middle of the...
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Whoa! I'm gonna change all of this.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I wanna take stuff.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
But what's that? Why is it red? Guys, I'm going down.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he
I'm
had
gonna
left
steal
his
this car.
post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a
can't steal
competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Someone's in here!
Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh,
Open
what
up.
a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Guys, what the heck?
And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then
Wow!
he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all
Guys, I'm going
entered
crazy.
Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... I'm
gonna go crazy.
He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Freak, we
He
sleeping.
felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back
Bro,
to my
we are
job.
not dreaming.
Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job.
I have a wife.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
I'm not okay. Bro, I'm going crazy. Let me
Stanley
go
began
back.
screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please,
What the
just
freak?
someone tell me I am real. I must be real.
Why
I
is
must
it
be.
red?
Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place
We're
of work.
dead.
But
Oh
on this particular
no.
day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she
the
considered
freak?
the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane.
How lucky I
in
am to be
control of
normal.
my mind.
Bro, you are crazy.
I know what is real and what isn't.
She's gonna go crazy
It was
next.
comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Streamlabs, now is not the time.